We built a tiny house in 12 days for 12K. You might be used to seeing us living out of our patrol and sleeping in our swag as we travel around Australia, but we actually have 2 homes. And today I want to give you a tour of our tiny house. Are you ready to come inside? Not bad, eh? We are completely off-grid when it comes to water. In November 2021, we sold our house and business in Sydney, trading in a really stressful and hectic lifestyle in the hopes to create a new life that was maybe just a little bit calmer with a little bit more free time. So we purchased 2 acres of raw land in the Northern Tablelands of New South Wales. Last summer, we built our tiny house in 12 days for 12K. After camping on our block for 4 weeks, living out of our patrol, sleeping in our swag, having really bad weather and lots of building delays, we decided that it was really cheap rent if we could build ourselves a tiny house on our block, and we set off with a goal to spend around 10K. We also built a few other things last summer, which I'll show you guys as well. Day 1, we built the foundations. Day 2 and 3, we framed the tiny and installed the floor. Day 4 and 5, we lined the tiny and moved the swag in on day 4. Day 6 to 10, we roofed the tiny, paved footpath and a seating area and installed the door. Day 11 and 12, we installed the windows, insulated and sheeted the outside, installed the kitchen and started painting. The tiny is positioned in the middle of my veggie garden. It's 2.9 meters tall and the tiny is 3.2 meters by 3.7 meters, giving us a footprint of just under 12 square meters. The outside of the tiny is not 100% finished. We still need to complete the trim detail around the door and the front window and the step for the threshold as well. We have a seated area on both sides of the tiny, offering us shade at different times of the day. At the rear, we have a 2,000 litre water tank and pump, harvesting all of our water off the roof of the tiny. That's how much we've got. I can't quite reach, which means we're creeping down to the half mark. Oosh. Gonna have to be water wise for a little while. So I've calculated that with every 30 mils of rain we get about 1/4 of a tank, so we should roughly be getting about 500 litres, so we're gonna need some rain soon. We also have at the back of the tiny an outdoor shower, which is super simple. We use a 9 litre bucket of water. We warm up the water using a kettle or 2 depending on what the temperature is outside, and then we use our camping pump shower head. Super simple, but it's effective. Check out this view. Not bad, eh? Are you ready to come inside? Inside we have heaps of natural light. We just celebrated Shen's 40th birthday, but he's not here unfortunately. He's in Sydney doing a stint of work. Exposed studs, a queen size bed that doubles as a lounge, a storage tub each of clothes with storage cubes inside for organisation. We have 2 storage tubs under the bed, one for toiletries and the other for odds and ends. This storage tub is my linen press, my desk, worky sort of stuff, and some overflow kitchen stuff. That's a little bit of everything. Some shoe storage under the bed, a laundry hamper, my camping chair that doubles as my desk, and a chemical toilet. Although we don't have running water in the kitchen is compact but really practical. With storage recessed into the studs, a bar fridge, an instant pot, an air fryer and a gas cooktop, I really can whip up anything. We have a wall fan for those hot days and just one light in the tiny, but it offers plenty of light for those kitchen tasks, and it's nice soft ambient light when we're chilling in bed watching a little bit of YouTube. We are living in here really quite comfortably. Honestly, it's a huge space compared to living out of a patrol and sleeping in a swag. Let us know in the comments, could you live in this tiny, or is it just a bit too small for you guys? Just like outside, the inside isn't 100% finished. I still need to make the curtains for the windows so we can get rid of those tacky sheet covers. And Shan still needs to finish the outside of the kitchen. So the doors, the drawer fronts, the kick and the end panel. One thing to know is yes, we did build it for 12K. So there's no labor costs in it because we did everything ourselves, but every single thing that we purchased for this tiny has been linked to the budget and added into that 12 grand figure. That includes the plants around the tiny, the outdoor furniture, the wall fan, the bar fridge, the shower base, the cooktop, the kitchen, everything that you see that we have purchased for the tiny has added up to the 12K. Last summer, we installed the front fence and entry, started establishing my veggie garden and orchard, built our shed and moved all of our stuff up out of storage, installed the water tank and connected to mains power. Wow. That is some serious water. I think we're up to about here. Let's go check that on the overflow, see if we're at the full line yet. So the top of this is actually the full line, which means we can harvest that much more water. And then we're going to be overflowing. We are completely off grid when it comes to water. We can only use what we harvest, and we haven't started using this water tank yet. It's on our to-do list for this summer is to hook up our water pump. This bad boy can hold 110,000 litres. It's 8 meters in diameter and 2-something meters tall. This summer our goal is to finish the things off that we've started 100%. That's finishing off the odds and ends for the tiny, installing the pump and building a pump house for the water tank. Shannon has already been working on the power and the lighting for the shed. We've both been organising the shed like crazy. We still need to finish that off. And I've planted over 190 plants along our fence line to give us both some privacy and to act as a windbreak. But the big project for this summer is actually pouring the slab for our cabin. The cabin will go here. Yep, the tiny is just a stepping stone as we build our dream house, which will be a modern take on an old school traditional cabin. That was a really different video than what you guys are used to seeing, but Shannon and I really wanted to give you a sneak peek into what our life is really like and how we actually live. Let us know in the comments if you liked this episode and if you'd be interested in seeing more about our actual lifestyle. Thanks for watching heaps. We'll see you guys next time. Bye.